Always got to get your jack stands underneath if you're gonna go with the car. Don't want it to come down on you. And this is a big boy. Reflection of the hubcap. I got some really nice windows on here. Let's see. I mean, that is it's quality. I mean, you want a little air conditioning, a little hot, cold, hot. Those are the Bob Jacks. Wasn't gonna grab the other ones. Let's see. I'm gonna grease up the kingpin and all that, since who knows, it's never been greased. Pontiac or a Buick. So I'm just getting the dirt and debris off the Zerks before I grease it, so I'm not putting any dirt into them. I'm sure there's plenty of dirt already in it. So this thing is it's old, and I doubt it's been greased a long time. It's not too cold. I got my heater running. It's been preheating the shop before I came out. Got my Harbor Freight grease gun. I'm just greasing the kingpins right now, the suspension. I'm going to be fixing the brakes here in the next day or so. The master cylinder is leaking. Yeah, it'll be way better when it stops now, since I like stopping. Here's the car. So it's a 54 Buick Super, 2-door hardtop. So it's the one of a kind year, because it's like the halfway between 53 and halfway between 55. China. Let's see. I got this really cool garage working right now. It's almost like it's Jimmy James' garage. I need to figure this grease gun out. It's getting stuck. I don't know if... Oh, he's just cool, not the coolest. I think that Ryder guy is pretty cool for getting his dad ice cream and his mom some cookies. Yeah, I already swept the floor today. I need is Jimmy James' garage to get the lift. This would be a lot easier to do underneath the lift. Make sure you wipe off the fittings good before you grease seal and pump dirt into that joint. Yeah, that's why I sprayed it with the Awesome. Wiped it down, and I grabbed one of your China screwdrivers. Scrape it off. Just got one more on this side, on the back there, on the steering arms. No, the lift's supposed to come for Jimmy James because he's at that point where he needs a lift. I'm still young, but I should still be able to benefit off of him having a lift. And Briggs Master, you're the one with the was it 60 Cadillac? I'm using my Christmas present from Harbor Freight. Bought the Poppy Dollars. Bought batteries. And I got a grease gun for free. Let's see. These mics aren't staying in. There it goes. It's getting kind of hot in here. When Jimmy gets his lift, you will have to make an appointment, LL. Oh no, I'm just gonna show up and he's gonna come out and I'll have his car outside and I'll have my Buick in there. Here's the old grease ball engine of the Buick. Which my Buick's unique and rare apparently, according to Vice Grip Garage, because they never have those washer canisters still. I still got the mason jar. I need to get these, I need to probably pull the engine and paint it. Which I was watching a video today and I didn't know that these took oil and there's a little oil thing, so I wonder what kind of oil it takes. I'm sure it's probably low on the generator. But I need to get the brakes done tomorrow. I want to pull the spark plugs, check those out. I'm sure they're pretty expired. Basically just trying to get the car going where it's a daily driver for me, because my truck always has a trailer behind it and stuff, and it's kind of a pain in the butt. I will say my favorite part of the car is the rear end. Nope. Seventh Saturday. You mean Chubbs, on the other hand, is definitely the project car. The battery I'm using for this apparently is not working super well. Oh, there it goes. I got all the dash lights in it working. The map light will turn on too. Look at what I got. A little cart, or the license, or the placard holder for car shows. I'm debating if I paint the engine back to the stock color. That's a pretty normal nail head color. If I should do a different color, be a little bit more standoutish. .322 nail head, or 409 Chevy could go in there. I know where one's at. That's if somebody else doesn't take it for their car. I wonder who would take that, Jimmy James. The problem about the nail head, just, I don't know, the Dynaflow, or should I say Dynaslow transmission. That's my drawback. They're definitely cool looking. This one's ugly with how dirty it is. But I saw there's a guy up here in northern Idaho. He makes custom intakes, intake that I could either do like three 2-barrels or switch over to a 4-barrel carburetor pretty easily, because the 4-barrel intakes are hard to come by on these or the other ones, and his is custom manufactured or fabricated, so a little bit cheaper, I guess, because it's not rare, because he just makes them. But it's like a 4-week wait, and they're like $500 or $600 versus what I've seen online, $1,500, $2,000 for these things. I do have the shitty transmission for the nail heads. I think in 56 they have a, it was either 55 or 56. I think the transmission got a little bit of adjustment, so they're better, but they are definitely not made for speed. They're just like a constant variable transmission, I believe. They don't really shift. It cruises and drives nice, but I'm just not passing anybody. .426 Hemi, I don't know. I'm kind of GM partial. I'm not looking forward to doing the brakes tomorrow. I watched a couple videos online. I drive a Cummins, not a Dodge. It's a Ram. They're no longer called Dodges, first of all. Go to my truck and show me where it says Dodge, because you can't find it. It does not say Dodge anywhere. It says Ram. Ram is the truck manufactured for Chrysler, no longer Dodge. Old pine needles. Yeah, but you're in Michigan, right? And you gotta take a boat to get to your shop. I don't know if I don't have a boat. I mean, I have a boat. I mean, it's right here. But this one doesn't float very well. It's not in a repair shop. It's never been in the repair shop to be truthful. It needs a turbo, possibly. But that has nothing to do with it being a Dodge or a Ram. It has everything to do with smog. No, it's actually broke down in front of your garage right now, so you can't get the HHR or your Toyota out. Let's see. That was because the dealership did not put the bolt back in for the battery bracket. And then the one mechanic tried to blame me and said, well, how do we know he didn't do it? And I said, well, because I replaced the other battery, and look, both the bolts are back in. It's almost like I pulled the bolt out and put it back in. Yeah. That's my plan right now, just to get it running again. It's got the coolest horn. I think it's cooler than the button horn. But hot August nights last year, when I was taking it there, I went to go wash the car in the morning, and you can't really see it, but I may or may not have lost brakes when I was pulling around to go wash it, and may or may not have only stopped it against the pillar. So I got a little bit of damage, but I bled the brakes, put more brake fluid in it, and it made every car show we went to, whether the fan went out in it or the battery died. But it drives nice and good, because I drove it on the highway. I cruised at like 70 miles per hour like nothing. Like I said, when it gets a little hot, I just open up the ventilation here in the back windows. They use a really nice color tape for that, which I do have those windows in the trunk here. So Jimmy James says I don't need to do that. Oh, the car does have a tissue holder. I always think that's a really cool feature. It's so when you see a Ford walking on the side of the road and they're crying, you can give them a tissue so they can clean themselves up and look presentable for their boyfriend. So trunk's full of junk too. But that's a firewall for my Model A, and the windows are right here. So I was gonna clean this out tomorrow. I need to get a mirror. It's kind of a pain in the ass when you can't see behind you. Need to paint this fender. This one's pretty good. Not really damaged enough that I need to go buy a new one since the car's patinaed. But this one is a little rotten. Can fit a fingers in there. And the other problem is, in 54, only the Roadmaster and the Century, the small car, had 4 portholes. 55, the Roadmaster Super and the Century had the 4 portholes. So technically I should have the 3 portholes only on this car. Which I found a place that has some Buicks in it in their junkyard, so hopefully they'll give me a call back eventually. I only called them like 2 weeks ago and called them again today. So that way I can hopefully try to patina match it. But I do need to paint the engine, that's for sure. I also need to decide if I want to get rid of the generator. Okay. Yeah, that's right. There. I need to decide if I want to keep the generator or switch to the alternator. I don't really know if it's that big of a deal to run the generator. I know a lot of guys switch it, but it runs, it works. Oh, it runs. I mean, I drove it. I drove it in here today. And I had blocks of wood ready in case the brakes decided not to work when I was pulling it in. Since I just kind of bled them so I could get in here to fix the master cylinder. Since the master cylinder is, well, it's right there. There's a special tool to pull the plug on it. It's called a piece of aluminum square tubing. It's right here. I don't know if you can see it very well, but it's pretty simple to pull out, it looks like, from what I saw online today. Just got a little pin for where the brake pedal is connected to it, and then you have the line on the back side that's where it's leaking. So I got the windshield wipers, I believe, for it kind of works. They turn on, but I need to get those or a Rain-X. Rain-X works pretty good. My 72 not Blazer, 72 GMC I had. I was living in Brookings, Oregon, and I don't know if you're familiar with Oregon coast, but it rains there a lot, and it didn't have windshield wipers. I just put Rain-X on it and drove kind of fast, and if it was really bad, I just stuck my head out the window. Well, I'm gonna end the live, I think. I'm gonna make a video pulling that master cylinder out tonight. And I'll be posting that all on the channel. I know I tried to pull these back windows out, and I was struggling because I couldn't get the handles off, I believe is what the problem was. So we'll see if I can get them off now, since Jimmy James' garage has he has the good tools. Ryder has the tools from Harbor Freight, or like O'Reilly's. So, or Napa. Napa's where I go, not O'Reilly's. O'Reilly's backup. Napa's first choice. AutoZone's if I have to. I need to get this window out so I can try to push the rest of this dent out. I got most of it out, but there's still a little bit that I want out of that dent. So, well, I'm gonna end the video, kind of get more stuff out of the car and get that master cylinder pulled, so that way I can, tomorrow morning when the rebuild kit comes in, I can start rebuilding it. So, and then make sure if you like cool cars, check out Jimmy James' garage. He's got cooler cars than I do. He's only been doing it for like 30 years, 40 years longer than I have. Good night. Started with horse and buggy. Is that before or after Lewis and Clark came by and visited you? Ooh. Well, I'm gonna end that on that note. Have a good night. Show the inside of the rear windows. It's kind of dark in there right now. I got crap piled in there. Is that what you're wanting to see? I'm sure those ashtrays need to be cleaned out. Yeah, I couldn't get the clips out of them because they have these little like spring loaded or whatever. And I didn't have the proper tools and I went to go do it that time. But now I have the proper tools right over there. I also need to get door handles on because that's a pain in the ass. Because I did this window and this one because these were just really bad. When I bought the car, it came with the glass that I have. So like I said, these aren't perfect. There's like overspray on it. It's kind of foggy, but it doesn't have holes in it anymore because this one is just as bad as that other back one over there. Does it have a set screw? No, it's got the little like clip in it. So like I said, I just have this one in here so I can get out when I using it. It's ghetto. It works. The door panel fell apart when I was pulling it apart. They're pretty rough, so I need to get those redone. But the nice part is the dash is still nice and beautiful. So, I said I need to get the doors redone, but she leaks right now with the cracked windows and the chrome's not, you know, all lined up. Yeah, I saw you had that tool out the other day, the little, like, it has like a little groove shape cut into the bottom of it. Are you sure it's in the toolbox? I thought you had it out. Could have swore you had it out because I thought you showed it on your live the other day. Top drawer, bottom box. Yeah, right here. Oh wait, that's for the heads. Oh, here it is. I'll put that back later. Grab the light real quick. See, it's got the little grooves, but I don't see the what's holding it on. Push it in. I don't see any screw in there at all. There's no clip or nothing in there. Yeah, it's not budging at all. yeah, my window lever actually did break on my Dodge at one point. I just don't know if it's all corroded on or what its deal is. Hey, if you want to come out, you can. It's not something that has to be done tonight. I'll see if I can get the other side off. I doubt it. Damn. Come on. Device orientation. Does it have this device orientation thing on yours? Because it just keeps on telling me my device orientation's messed up. There. There it goes. Here's one of my roses I made. Well, the indentation is oh shit, this one's different. No, it's the same. I don't know, some sort of gasket, or plastic piece. All right, this one actually has a clip in it. That other one doesn't have a clip. This one should come off. Yeah, see, this one came off. The other one's just corroded on, I think. Because I'm pretty sure I got the clip out of it and I couldn't get the handle off, if I remember right. Oh, I might as well pull the door panel off. I got it off. Oh. Yeah. That one has no clip in it. No, I pulled the clip out. On this one? Yeah. I got that one out prior and I couldn't get the door handle off. That's why I stopped doing it. When did you get the clip off? Well, it's when I had my other shop. Oh, you remember it's on here? Yeah. Because this clip's, this one had a clip right here. I'm positive because I just looked at it while I was on the live. Because I can push it back and it looks all corroded and crusty. Probably just break it loose. Where's the switch that on the pull that off? Oh, son of a bitch. That's gonna be a pain in the ass to get out. It's got a screw behind the seat. Oh, yeah, the seat has to be pulled. Or a ratchet with a bit. Nope, I'm definitely gonna just have to grab the seat out of there. Yeah, but there's no clip in there. I've looked multiple times.
You pulled it out, right?
Yeah, and you can look; it's not in there. It should be on that bottom side where your fingers are at, where the clip would, that little insert is. What? How they push down? Yeah. I got my cool glasses. Do I look good in these, Dad?
What's that?
Look good in these?
Oh, yeah. Like 70s pop. Like 70s ponies. See that light for a second?
It's snowing pretty good out there. The one I just got off. Yeah, there's no clip in there. You can see if you push it down. I don't know why I saved this 2x4, but I did. Oh, there's a starter. I think that's for this car. I think that was the other one the guy gave me.
Oh, really?
That I put in the car. Then it had issues again. And I swapped it out back into the first one, and it's worked ever since. I think the first time it went out with just the battery and the connections. Yeah. Might have to put some like penetration oil on it. Yeah. Not this one. Little beer holder. Pretty warm in here, isn't it? I turned off the heater a little while ago. I was starting to sweat. There's not much action on the live right now. 5 people, 6 likes. No one's commented since you said you're coming out. I do really want to see Brigmaster's Cadillac. Let's see. Good thing that's not the really messed up window. Yeah, it's got cracks in it, but it doesn't have holes in it with blue tape. There's some in there. I saw it earlier today when I was looking for starter fluid. I thought I saw a PB blaster in there. You got WD-40 too. Silicone spray, I guess. Maybe not. I thought I saw it. can always grab it tomorrow when I go to town to get the K&N. Same amount. Yeah, just four viewers. No one's commented or anything. Loosen it up. Still watching the Briggs is still watching the progress. So Briggs Master, if you can go to Jimmy James' page and his email, could you email a picture of your Cadillac? We both really want to see it. If you don't mind doing that. And Hunter's making grilled cheese. Yeah.
Oh, look at their cigarette butts in here.
Oh, is there cigarettes in there still?
Hey, come over here and show it.
Does mine have any? Yeah, mine. No, mine's got bolts in it.
This has got cigarettes. Somebody's smoking cigarettes in there.
And that's will be getting cleaned out tomorrow.
You want to smoke?
Yeah, I think mine has bolts. Yeah, there's bolts in mine over here on the side. Hunter, ask Annalise if she likes my car. Should just get Remington in here. He'll pull it off.
That's something else. I've never seen one like that.
I got a really nice roof.
Put spray insulation on it. Put that dynamite.
Yeah, I have the little rods for the.
Yeah, the bows.
Yeah.
But you could go online and buy the dynamite and stick it up there.
Yeah, that's what
Scrape it all off.
Eric did with his. He diamanted everything.
It'll quiet it down a lot.
Make it cooler in the summer too, right?
Actually, it has no rips in the seat for the most part.
This side has a hole in it because when I had the mice problem, they went in the seat on this side. Otherwise, I didn't have a rip in the seat. It's right there on the side. I'm very irritated by it. Yeah, but the seat's really nice shape, I thought.
Yeah.
Because usually cars from the 50s, when they're this condition, the seats are usually really bad.
Keep these little pieces right here.
Yeah, I have the other door skin and stuff with the chrome. But it was, you know, as you can see, they were not very nice.
This car's freaking huge.
Yeah. I didn't realize how big it was until we parked next to your wagon that day.
It's big. It's bigger than a wagon.
Well, yeah, because by itself, you don't know. You know, Model A by itself looks big.
Right.
Not until you get up next to it, but.
You get that other bolt out?
No, I'm going to have to pull the seat.
The seat just pulls forward.
Does it?
Pulls out, yeah.
I didn't know if it's. Oh, yeah, it does. So.
It'll pop out.
Yeah. Which might do that right now. I could probably get popped far enough.
The rest is junk out of here.
Yeah, I threw a lot of it away. This is all just like the rest of my shop and stuff in the house. I just threw in the car to get it just out of there. I do love that the dome light works.
You're not followers.
Yeah. Briggs said he'll see what he can do getting that photo sent over.
Oh, okay. It's Jimmy James BBQ.
He can't hear you. Oh, he kind of can.
Yes, it is.
You could probably type it in there.
Just say Jimmy James BBQ at yahoo.com.
Jimmy James BBQ at yahoo.com. I will say, if you have a diesel, these guys are the best to buy the diesel filters from. $120, you get fuel filters, air filters, cabin air filters, oil filter. Or you can go to the dealership and spend $500 on 2 fuel filters. I gotta get the trunk cleaned out tomorrow. Oh, the battery's dead. Well, this battery, I don't know. I put this battery in, it would not start the car. I had to put cables on it. So I don't know if the cables are corroded or on here or not. I gotta check it out. But I was gonna honk the horn at you. You hear it clunk clunk? So let's see. I'm gonna try to push the back seat. Are you sure it's not bolted down to anything at all? Are you sure the back seat's not bolted down at all? It comes out enough. Oh, it's dirty back there.
Probably pull the bottom and the top out. Just get it all cleaned up.
Yeah. Let's see. I think it's got hooks.
Pull the bottom out too. No, the actual bottom seat.
Oh.
The other side up. I love the back of the seats on the Buick.
Yeah, with the handles.
You got some drill bits there.
Yeah. Those ones sucked.
There's handles in the red and all this good.
The oh shit handle.
Grab your drill bits and it'll fall in. Got a little chip back there.
There's the mice where the mice were living. Little fucking assholes. They all died. I kept on putting traps down on that there. I killed like, I want to say I killed 20 within like a couple days. I massacred them. Yep.
Oh, they tore the bottom of that shit up.
Oh, fuck.
It's typical. Little bastards.
Now I really got to sweep the floor tomorrow.
This card will just come right out.
Which they didn't really, I don't know if they tore it up or if they brought stuff in there.
Yeah, they just tear at it and pull it apart. These floors are solid though.
Yeah, I got a hole on the passenger side. There's a pretty big one on the passenger side. There's a piece of wood that they put down. Yeah. See it? That's so funny. Those rats.
Wood right there?
Yeah.
That's how they fixed it.
Yeah. And they had a mat over it.
Pull that shit out of there. Oh, you can fix that, no problem.
Oh yeah.
Yep.
I just laughed. It's just like,
You have any sheet metal?
I got some thin stuff outside right now, but not real sheet metal.
Pull that piece of wood out of there. Maybe a little piece of wood, a little piece of metal. All that in there.
It's funny, those mice were stockpiling all of the grain from the farm fields.
Yeah, look at them.
That's crazy, little bastards. I could probably take all this off and get that dent out on the side.
Yep.
Because I want that dent out. That dent is ugly. I got most of it out, but not enough.
Yeah, get it all cleaned up. Get it all, and then just push it back in. Easy to do.
Yeah. And then
Oh, it's right here.
put the Dynamat on it.
I don't know if you spend all that money right now.
No, I know, but eventually.
Yeah, just get it all cleaned up for now. Put it back in because it's going to stay inside. So. And the seat should pull out now.
Yeah.
I think it's up now.
Goes down. Yeah, they ate the seat on that side.
So show it in here real quick. So just so people know, this area right here, it's open to the trunk. Guys used to take street signs and any kind of metal they could and put it in here for a firewall, especially when they put the battery in the trunk. And the factory used to have like a cardboard piece there. And then some of them didn't have anything, had just the open seat in the back. But that's what they used to do back in the day for
Safety.
drag race for safety, so you didn't get any fumes. You put a gas tank in the back. There was all sorts of different reasons why, but they'd take and put a little piece of sheet metal in there, and that would be the firewall for the rear.
Almost like the loose gravel sign right there, right?
Yeah, that's what they do.
I wonder if that's going to go missing anytime soon.
They go riveting those things in there and call that good.
It's got the old hooks up here and stuff.
Oh, yeah. Yep. Now you can get the rest of it out and get it cleaned up, and it'll be good to go.
You have a shop vac, don't you?
Yep. I gotta clean it out. I know it's a little dirty and not doing
Sucking very well.
So tomorrow we gotta pull the filter out of it and wash it. Then ash from the pellet stove from the shop here.
What did I do with that screwdriver?
How you doing on here?
4 people.
Let's see. I'm making grilled cheese.
Did I put that screwdriver over there? No, it was a smaller one. Might be on the front seat.
Here you go.
Don't want to lose those.
We're gonna have the grain right there in the back of the seat too.
Yeah, well, that fell.
Oh, it did.
Yeah, it fell all out here. No, because I had cleaned it up and vacuumed all of it out, but I didn't know it was underneath and behind that bar. How much snow are we getting? That much. When I pulled the back seat out of my Cadillac, I found it. That's nasty. I guess they used the Cadillac.
Did he shake the F out of it?
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, mine's got bolts in this one. Looks like this old fender bolts from when they did the fender. The in the ashtray looked like it was the old fender bolts because it has those little like spacer washer things. Okay, no one's commented anything. It really smells nasty in here now.
It does, doesn't it?
It didn't prior to pulling that seat.
It's funny. Look how it's faded on where the seat's behind the upholstery behind the seat.
Yeah.
How cool is that?
I freaking dropped a screw back there. So that was lovely. this off since it keeps on jumping out at me. That was a moth. Well, I got your bad news.
Bad news.
I can't see that inner fender. I can pull this panel off right there, but I got to pull all that gunk off there. So there's those panels. I got to pull them off. So I got to pull those panels and goo and gunk to get to everything. I had to do that on the other fender. That's why that one's missing the panel, because it's. I gotta pull those off. And these access the bolts.
Yeah, that's cool.
There's a bolt right there.
Nothing on the other side of the street with no real access, is there?
No, they got those panels. They got to unscrew it.
Right there, that's pretty close. Is that glued in there?
Yeah, it's glued and it's got screws.
Oh, that's screws in.
Yeah. Yeah, that's. And there's that screw. I better grab that before I vacuum it.
Still got 4 watching. Do any of the 4 have any questions for Ryder? No questions? Once you get this glass out, you'll be good.
Yeah. Because I'll get that glass out and I'll punch out that dent.
It'll just take a lot of cleaning.
And I might as well just leave the back seat out for now.
Oh, I'd leave it all out for now. Clean it all up next day or 2.
I could just take this after I get the seat. I'll vacuum. I could just take it down to the hunter shop, put it in there.
Yep.
I said I don't need a back seat.
Oh, I'd put it back in.
Well, I will, but I don't need it right today.
Yeah.
I'll get the windows put back in. The only problem is about pulling the back. Oh, the back seat's not too hard to pull out.
Pull it right back in.
Yeah.
Put it right back in. I wonder if there's anybody. There's 4 watching, so one of the 4. Anybody has any questions about what Ryder's
I have
doing
these
here?
two.
What is that?
The wire looms.
Oh.
I think that came with that Model A.
So overall, this thing has clean floors.
Yeah, just that little tiny spot on the driver's side and that like 4-inch section on the passenger side.
Much.
I don't know if it shows it right now.
Yep. So you could probably go get a piece of sheet metal that size in the next few days.
Oh, the rats are already dead. I killed those things last year. They got trapped humanely.
Hunter says, make sure you.
Yeah, that's why I responded to him. Well, you know the bad part about there not being a condom back here? That means someone wasn't being safe. At least in the Cadillac, they were using protection. Ooh.
Don't bring them here.
This one's not popping out as easy.
Well, you're not gonna, the window hand cranks out.
Oh, that's right.
Might as well even bother with that till I get the window cranked on.
Yeah.
I think you're pretty much done with all that.
Yeah.
What's Heights Butcher Shop cooking for steaks tonight? What are you cooking for steaks tonight? Since you're a butcher shop.
Been on for 95 minutes.
I was watching TV.
Yeah.
I was watching Lawrence Welk.
I was eating dinner and I got told to go get ice cream.
They call it bitch go get.
No steaks tonight, pulled pork tomorrow.
No steaks tonight, pulled pork tomorrow. So what did the butcher have for dinner tonight?
Maybe some ribeyes the next night. What'd you have for dinner tonight then? If you didn't have steaks, just burger? Or did you do sushi?
I did sushi. If you go on my page, you'll see it. Yum yum sushi. Yum yum. It's funny, I can watch it on the camera.
Yeah.
And I watch it on the phone. Yum yum. That's so weird.
Yeah. And it's behind by a few
I
seconds. I can't wait to pull that master cylinder out.
Yep.
I'm hoping it just nice comes out easy. But you see how long the brake pedal is?
Did you show them my fashion statement clothes?
Oh, that's right. He was making grilled cheese tonight. He told us that.
Grilled cheese.
He said some cream cheese, cheesy grilled cheese.
Yeah.
Is that a Remington requested dinner? How do I need to paint the front of the car?
I'll clean it out and get it running first.
Yeah.
All right, spray some more WD-40 in there. I'm going in the house. I'm done.
Yeah.
Here, let me see. Bye. Bye, Ryder. Bye. 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 I got 7.
Yeah.
Bye. 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 Exit. Exit.
I did turn down the volume on your phone too, just letting you know. That way you don't know why it's so quiet. See ya. Yeah. You had two, oh, because it's convertible. Yeah, that's an oops daisy. Yeah, if they wouldn't put a hole in this roof. It's not too bad. It's just got a little bit of just barely any surface rust on it. Nothing major, just bare metal. Easy access to the frame. Well, I'm gonna call at this point. That way I can get some sleep tomorrow and come back out and start vacuuming and replacing brakes, and hopefully do the windows. Because it'd be nice to have the windows changed. Tired of having the broken windows. Because even when I'm driving it, the windows are down, but parking it, it's just awful looking. I do like the steering wheel a lot in this car, though. Battery's dead, I guess. I still need to get this window adjusted. This doesn't go all the way like it's supposed to. This is my battery for my slaughter. I want to put the battery in the trunk so it's not up here, because they had the long battery back in the day. And at the hot August nights this year, I had my other battery in there, and it may or may not have come free from the strap I put into it and hit the serpentine belt, so there might have been a little bit of hole in the battery. So that's why it stopped running, because it ran out of charge. I had to get pushed into my spot during the car show. Well, I'm going to call that a night. Make sure you subscribe if you haven't so far, and have a good night.